Hey guys, it's Maymay, and you're probably going to recognize this. This is my calendar turned mini album that I did on Saturday for you guys, or on Saturday's video. I will link that for you guys here. And everybody seemed to really understand what I was talking about. And then I had a couple of questions about, explain that for me. And I showed it to some people in person, and I thought maybe I need to do a little more explaining. So what I decided to do was to go ahead and do my January page as if January were over, because I pretty much know what I'm putting into January anyway, as far as like the photograph. And if anything changes, I can always come back and add. So let me show you. Let's pretend January's over, okay? And I'm gonna open up my little rings here. I'm gonna take my January page out, and I'm gonna go ahead and decorate it. Now, I've been thinking about this, and I think it would be super cool for me to do this with you guys, to do my page every month on camera for you guys. And then at the end of the year, we can have a walkthrough and do the cover together. So we're just gonna start here. And then in February, I'll do February with you as well. All right, so what am I putting on here? A photograph. Let me get it ready real quick. So there's my calendar. This month, Thomas and Joe played in a basketball tournament, and their team won first place. And I think this photo is hilarious. And I printed it twice, and I keep getting that little line through it. It's just my printer. It's been sitting, and so we haven't used it that much, and it's got a little buildup of ink. And I'm not going to stress about it. We're just going to put it on into the album. Now, here's the thing. You'll find this about me, as if we're going to do this together every month, which I think would be super fun. I don't really do serious photos much. I'm just not into that as much. I used to really be into the serious photos and everybody being matchy and dressed alike. And I have no problem with that. If that's the kind of photos you like, I think that's so cute. But I just am into these silly photos that remind me of silly moments where we had together. And so this is the one I want to use. And I say that because you're going to see me do that a lot. That's just what I do. All right. So January's over. We've used it's not over at the point I'm filming this, but pretend January's over. We've used that calendar page. We no longer need it. And instead of just throwing our calendar away, now we're going to turn it into a mini album. So I've got this picture that I've cut down to fit inside of my little map piece, but cover my calendar. Now, I also think I want to do a little border around the edge, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Remember, we still have this basketball, and we have a football paper pack. I'm going to use this to kind of trim this guy out. And let me see how those basketballs would be cute around the edge, wouldn't they? I'm just going to look around and see what I can find to mat this guy with. Ooh, those stripes are cute. Little busy. The stars are cute, but that's too black and white. And of course, you don't have to do black and white. I just have a habit of, I like black and white. I think they're cute. I enjoy the way that looks. Oh, look, that's like basketball skin. That's kind of cute. And this page has already been cut one time. Let's use it. Okay, well, I just took my little thingy apart, but that's all right. I'm probably going to use some more stuff out of there anyway, so we'll leave that close. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this guy down. I also thought this would be a fun way for me not to have like a specific style in the video. So what I mean by that is sometimes when I'm doing projects on YouTube, I kind of know what product I'm using, and I kind of know, what I'm trying to show you. But since this is going to change from month to month and I'll be doing something different, I'll be able to pull into my stash and bring out some stuff that maybe I haven't used in a while or whatever. And here's what I mean by that. So these are my We Are layer guides, and I haven't used these in a while on camera, and I thought this would be a cool way for me to show you how to use them if you've never seen them before. I'm trying to decide here if I want a 1/16 border or if I want an 1/8. Oh, I like the 1/8 inch better. So this is a product by We Are, and I love this, by the way. What you do is I've cut this piece here, and then I've chosen that I want a 1/8 inch border around the edge. This way I don't have to measure and cut with my paper trimmer. I can just do this way. Now the trick is, don't press super hard with your blade. I've told you this before. More passes, ooh, I got off on that one. More passes and less pressure is better to get a nice smooth cut. Now, this blade that I'm using is super sharp, and I didn't need to go through it twice, and when I did, I slipped, but it's okay. I slipped to the outside, so it'll be fine. So this is what you do. This is a brand new pen blade, and it is so sharp. Watch this. Done. It is so sharp. So I'm just going to run through, trim this out. Another thing about using less pressure, oh, I got a little off. Let me fix that. When you use less pressure, you're less likely to slip because you're not pulling or dragging. So that's why you want to do this kind of easy. I'd rather just run over it twice. I really am not putting much pressure down. This blade is, I swear, it's just surgically sharp. It's so sharp. All right, so now see, that little guy gets me a perfect mat around the picture without me having to measure. Love those guys. Okay, so now this little guy can sit on here and still have the white edge around it. That's cute. I like how that looks. I won't have the white edge at the bottom. Not as much. I've got some, but I think that's fine. I'm okay with that. Now, and I'm going to leave January showing, but I think I want to put a strip of something right here. Let me look in the little paper pack again. Seems like there was some words or maybe some stripes. Let me see what I can find in here. Here it is. This little page with the stripes on it. I thought this was cute. And I might could put like that hoops. I think that's cute right there. Let me pull that out. Just going to use my little paper trimmer here and just trim this down to where I get the little line that says hoops. It says hoops, hoops, hoops. So this will go here. I might even move that up a little bit. Put hoops down here. So see how you're able to come back and decorate the page? This is what I meant, and I wanted it to make sense, so I thought I better come back and explain it a little more. That's cute right there. I'm going to somehow make that happen. I could do that, or I could do this one. Let me try it. I can always stick this back in to the paper pack if I decide it's not the one I want to use. Let's just see which one I like best. Oh, that's cute. I might use them both. I might put this one down here and maybe put this one up here. Whatever. We'll see in a few minutes. Okay, on this little guy, I want to use this cut apart down here. So I'm going to slide this over here, like so, and trim this out and get this little cut apart right here. The one that says basketball star. And these I'm not going to use. I'll put those aside. I'm going to get my scissors and do a little fussy cutting. So I want to cut this little piece out and kind of make a piece that'll pop up around the picture or on the picture. So I'm going to cut out this little banner and I'm going to go around the basketball as well. If you have the 12 by 12 set, it has stickers in it and I could totally do that. But I just grabbed this little 6 by 6 and this is what I'm going to use. I really think that this album style that we're doing, or this particular one, the calendar that turns into an album, I really think it's perfect for your 6 by 6 stash. If you have a lot of 6 by 6 papers, this is a great way to use them up because, you know, the pages themselves are pretty much 6 by 6 because the album will be, you know, is 6 by 6 on the outside. Anyway, a lot of explaining to get that out there. All right, so I'm going to cut this little guy out and I'll show you what my plan is. By the way, after I put this up Saturday, I asked you guys to tell me some ideas in the comment section of this album of what you could use this 12-month album for. And somebody suggested a weight loss journey for the year. That's brilliant. We talked about new baby. And someone even suggested like the pregnancy, like doing it as a 9-month album for pregnancy, and also a scripture of the month journal. Wouldn't that be cute if you had a scripture that you were learning for the month and you maybe took a picture or made like a printout of the scripture, and at the end of the month you show the one you learned that month, and then at the end of the year you have 12 that you've learned. So many things you can do, so many things. All right, let me get some foam tape. So I told you we've got room for dimension in this album and I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use my Brutus tape here because Brutus is too thick for me to be able to do it on every page. So I'm just going to stick to my Scotty here and I'm going to pop this little picture up on top of our little calendar. So just cut me a couple pieces of Scotty. Just like so. And then I'm probably going to come back to that in a second. Peel this away. And so this will then pop up right here. But I think I want to place my little banner pieces. Let me lay them down real quick. If I put this one right here, that's as low as it'll go. That's so cute. Oh, wait, I can come down here, can I? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue that one there and then trim off the excess. I just think this is going to be so fun to, at the end of the year, have a complete album that I also used all year as a calendar. It's just nothing wasted, you know? I like that idea. I love when projects can do multiples. All right, so if that's gonna go here, Then I can put the other one at the top if I want to. I may not. Look how cute that is like that. I'm gonna stick that down. I'm committing to that. All right, let's trim this off this edge. And then I thought about putting this right here. Look how cute that is right there. Basketball star in the corner. I like it. I'm gonna stick that down. All I'm doing is making sure I clear the hole. And I think that's gonna be fine. I might need to slide down a tiny bit, but I think that'll do it. Now I still have this one that I could put back here if I wanted to, but I'm kind of thinking now, no. Thinking I might put it down here. Maybe just the word hoops. That's cute. Let's do that. The other thing is about this that I love is you may not have time to sit down and do an entire year of scrapbooking. You know, like you may not have time to save pictures for a year and then the next year do your scrapbooking. This way, you're going to have an album completed that'll go back and show your whole year. So easy. I love it. I love the idea. All right, so there's that. So that's probably all I'm going to do on the front. Now let's talk about the back page. So now I cut myself a piece that is 4.5 by 5 that I want to just nestle right in here. And this is where I'm going to journal. And then I can come back and put some cutesies on if I want to. But I'm going to go ahead and journal on it now. So I'm going to use my Illustrated Faith pens. I love these pens for journaling. This is the 0.65 tip. That's the 0.25. I'm not going to use the 2.5. I'm going to use the thicker one. I like to write with a thicker nib. So here I'm going to put, let's see, B, ball, champs. So there's my journaling. And something that I really like is I like to see your own handwriting in your journals. I think it's good. And when people look back, you know, think about it. You've looked back at photo albums and things over time and like flipped over a photo and recognized mom's handwriting or grandma's handwriting or whatever. And it's really cool to see that. So this is my journaling. And basically, I just jotted down some stuff that happened. And I thought it was really cute. Thomas and Joe played in a tournament in North Birmingham. The team came in first in the tournament. Thomas was also awarded all tournament, and this was T's first game back after knee surgery. First games he played. This was where he played the first time after his knee surgery. And then Joe said he won the games all by himself, which is why he did the picture. He said, I did this by myself and put that trophy in front of Thomas's face. So I thought that was funny. So I think I'm going to stitch this. Y'all know I like to do this sometimes. I'm just going to run around. So I do think this is a very doable album. And even for those of you who have never albumed before, this is a great way to kind of not put too much pressure on yourself, because you really only have to do this once a month to get a year-long album. Now I'm just going to glue this straight down, and I can add other embellishments if I want to add stickers or more cut-aparts, or if I want to add more pictures. This is a good place if you had more than one picture you want to focus on. You could put some back here. But I think it's kind of cool to just kind of snapshot one photo for the month. I'm going to lay this over and lay that down nice and flat. So now this goes back, because remember, we're pretending January's over. So now I would flip this like this, okay? And I'll go ahead and put my little card back into my calendar. And now January is done. And look, next year I can just flip this around and sit it up and look at it. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip it over. So that's January done and journaled. And then we'll do the same for the rest of the year. So that was the point of it. And I wanted to make sure I explained that, because I think it confused some people. Not everybody. Most everybody understood, but there were some questions about, I don't get it exactly. But after you've journaled all your pages for the year, 12 months from starting this, you'll just be able to close this guy up. And what I love, I'm gonna decorate it in this orientation, and I'm gonna stand it like in a bookshelf, and it becomes its own little decoration and album. And so you'll get the point, as if I turn this over, you'll see that, January's already journaled, and when we're done, we'll have the whole year done. See how much space we're gonna have in there to fill up to? It's gonna be great. I love it. All right, guys, that is how I'm going to be filling this in. And let me know if you don't want me to, but I think it'd be fun to come every month and do my journal page with you, so you can see it, and you can even do that. You can even do that with us as I go through the year. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you make one of these, I want to see it. I want to see it over on our customer gallery on MaymayMadeIt.com. And there's so much inspiration for you guys over there. If you're looking for ideas, head to the customer gallery. It's on our website. You will love what you see. Also, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell if you want to see me do this every month or whatever I've got going on. We have lots of stuff we do all the time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.